Forever. Dog.
Look, man. Where? Oh, I see. Oh, my. Bowen, look over there. Wow, is that culture? Yes.
My goodness.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. Las Culturistas. Ding dong, Las Culturistas calling. We have a big announcement.
We have a big announcement. You guys, we have a Las Culturistas Icon Award baby.
Annie Donnelly had the baby.
Oh my God.
Named Joseph.
It's Joseph confirmed. That's the name.
That's our producers tell us it's Joseph.
Joey. Like Joey Dundale.
Like daddy.
Like daddy.
This is
He's a
so
junior.
gorge. And I can't even, Annie, we love you very much. And honestly, if you're a recent listener to the podcast, you maybe didn't hear Annie Donnelly's episode. That's the one you go back and start on,
That's
bitch.
a fun
because
one.
that is a funny individual.
That's a funny person. She is. Oh, we're so happy for her.
Annie Asqueef had an ass queef baby. She queefed the baby out of her ass. And it is beautiful. A beautiful ass child.
Oh my God, that's so fun.
Beautiful ass child.
BAC.
Come on.
We have. This is our first episode that we're recording back from JFL.
Yeah, honestly, we haven't sat at this table in a
minute.
Couple fortnights.
In a couple fortnights, that's true. And so, and our guest this episode,
Oof.
pretty much like ruled the fucking school. She got to take over the Instagram handle for a day.
Yes, and you were also you were the host of Host with the Most that one night. Okay, yeah.
And then we ran into
there was some trouble going down.
we ran into Andy Haynes at the airport, and he just and so he mentioned what happened at that show. We don't have to go into it. We can if we want, but then
there was lots of controversy at the JFL.
he was like, man, Liza's just one of those people who's just like, she can go up there and just talk.
so funny.
And she's just so goddamn funny. We're like, yeah, that's Liza.
Yeah, that's fucking good stand up.
Let's go through the credits really quickly.
Okay.
Wait, hold on, super quickly.
Hold on, wait. You just wait, and then you can respond. You can clap back.
Chicago, you can see her at the Lincoln Lodge, August 24th and the 25th. Please go. She is posted up there for 2 nights. You must go see her. And her Netflix Dirty Half Hour comes out in the fall, The Degenerates. And God, she has an incredible fucking album
Glitter
called
Cheese, the
Glitter
album.
Cheese. And it's the handle too.
I think you would be stupid if you were in Chicago and to not go see her perform at the Lincoln Lodge.
I mean, it's a hometown. It's home turf for her.
Yeah.
So-
it's actually Rule of Culture number 14. I think
you
that
are
you are stupid if you don't go see Liza.
Please welcome our guest,
Liza Treyger.
Yay, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh my God, Liza, you were like the beam of light of the whole fucking festival.
You really were.
I had so much fun. I love going there.
Oh my
I
God.
It's like summer camp to me.
Yes.
And I did 2 outfits a day.
Oh my God.
Love that.
Bowen brought looks too. I didn't think to bring looks.
I brought looks.
I brought looks.
Yeah.
I had an ex to impress. I brought looks.
Right.
You had to have an evening and an afternoon outfit.
Yeah.
Okay, so was that stressful or was that fun for you to be like, an ex is here, I better fucking
Work it
impress?
out.
Well, we were long distance. She lives in London, so I was excited to see her. We hadn't seen each other since we broke up over the phone. You know, it sucks.
No, I hate that.
Fuck.
So it was nice, and I liked the bit of drama, and I definitely acted crazy. There was the night of the Funny or Die party. I was like in the back crying to Megan and like my agent's assistant of like, she's not hanging, like flipping out,
Oh my
crying.
God,
And then
Lisa.
I checked my phone and there was a text from her being like, hey, where are you? Lost you at the party. But
Yeah.
I was like, 40 minutes.
Love, I gotta say, one of my favorite things to do is to literally immediately know you have emotionally overreacted so intensely that you're like, wow, I'm a monster inside.
Yeah, she's like, the moment I saw your face, I could tell you were already furious for no reason.
But it's fun. It's fun to overreact.
It's fun. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I think she likes it.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
okay,
I
so she
think
likes the drama too.
Yeah, I mean, she likes people being mean to her. I'm not that mean to her, but I'm just,
You're just
she likes, I don't think she minds the crazy.
You're just being real. You're just being real with her. And
Yeah,
God,
but it was fun.
And it's weird. It's like festivals are already so fucking overwrought to begin with. Like, it's tough to have an ex thrown in there no matter what. But
Totally.
you were turning out the looks for her.
But I definitely yelled at another person in an elevator who didn't deserve it. And
So
like,
there
I
was general craziness.
Okay, so what was going
I
on? Unpack this. Why the screaming?
What went down?
I just didn't like her, and she came into the elevator to smoke weed with us, and I was just like, I think it's crazy that you're coming with us.
Oh my God. I need to hang out
like
with
Ramona
you more.
Singer. No, I had to. 10 minutes later, I was like, "Was that crazy?" And everyone was like, "That was insane of you."
Look,
If you have to ask the question, was that Ramona Singer?
was that Ramona Singer? That was no. Ramona wouldn't say that.
I don't know. I think Ramona would go there, bitch.
Be-
Maybe
I am
not this last
Bethany.
season, but do you identify as a Bethany?
I hope not, because Bethany, I want long-term friendships, and she can't do
do
that.
it.
So I don't want that.
Although you hear
86
that,
Carol.
And I don't want to have multiple homes and complain about them.
Right.
Oh, I hate that. But you hear that Jill Zarin's coming back.
That
Well,
is
because
the
they
bummer.
fired Carol.
Right. But that's a long-term friendship that Bethany just sort of just paused on.
It fell apart though for so many years. Like they were only recently even chatting. I think the funeral was apart. It took the death of Jill Zarin's husband for
Yeah.
them to even start talking again. So, but I do think she'll be
Still
back
a
because
long-term
Bethany
friendship.
needs a
And
friend.
she needs a friend. That's
Fine.
exactly what's going to happen. So they're going to bring back Jill.
I hate that they got rid of Carol. I'm a Carol.
I like
are
Carol a
Carol.
lot. She wouldn't accept the book cameo request I sent her.
Really?
Yeah,
She was-
she's
like,
too popular.
To write on your book? Wait, what does that mean?
I wanted to send a congrats to Sabrina and Shauna for having a baby, and I wanted Carol to do it. But because my friends got Sonia, they said Sonia was one cheaper, but two responded within the day with a video, and
Wow.
Carol didn't respond over a week.
How much did this cost?
Carol's only $50, and then Sonia was $40.
Wow, really?
They'll do that for $50?
Well, Carol didn't, but yeah.
Oh,
Carol
right. But
didn't.
like in theory,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's crazy.
Dorinda's all over that.
Yeah, Dorinda's my favorite. I'm a Dorinda.
Okay, yeah, you are a Dorinda.
You are.
I'm a
Dorinda.
Dorinda.
Would say it's insane that you're coming with us. I think drunk Dorinda would be like,
Oh yeah, one sip of whatever it is in.
Yeah, I want to throw like over the top themed parties for sure.
Yeah,
I'm a
and then
Dorinda.
get so mad the second one thing goes wrong. The thing about Dorinda is like, I guess like, remember that whole controversy when Sonia had made a mess of the room and then left?
yes. I made
But,
it
like-
nice. No, not that
No,
wasn't. I
that
made
wasn't
nice.
it. It was Dorinda was so infuriated because Sonia had stayed at the Berkshires, and when she left, the room was like allegedly destroyed. but I don't know if it was like Dorinda blowing it out of proportion.
Did they
or,
not
like,
show the room?
They like I guess they did. I don't know. My Bravo fans, you gotta right my wrong here if I'm saying they didn't like show the evidence. But I remember like it was so crazy because you really believed both. You believed that someone would end a friendship over like things being a little messy in the room, and you also believed that Sonia would have destroyed the property.
Yeah, we've seen her house.
It's insane.
Fucked it up. Wait, but I do like Tinsley's saying the
Why
room service.
Why make
Oh.
dinner when I can make room,
Room
service?
service.
I do relate to that, but I'm not a Tinsley. When she was crying over the frozen
no.
eggs, that was one of the saddest moments on television.
If you're a Tinsley, you need to quote another podcast, seek treatment, because that's not good.
No.
Oh, on our recent, we were gonna go to Fire Island, or I was gonna join them. I didn't end up going, but like, Joel called me the Tinsley of the trip,
That's
and it
not
was
true.
Joel Kim Booster. It was the lowest moment in our friendship.
I think you are a Luann or no, you're not a Luann.
I think
No.
I might be Luann.
No.
You are. You're snobby. That's not
I have high
You're
highs
not.
and low lows. I'm not snobby.
You're not.
Maybe
No.
I'm Luann. I have high highs and low lows.
No, I think I'm Luann because I have high highs and low lows and often demand to be the center of attention. But like in a fun way.
In a way that's ultimately endearing.
Yeah, in a way that's
No,
ultimately
I
I'm
don't-
still a star.
No, I think Luann's snobbiness overtakes everything. Like her delusional snobbiness.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
That's
I just
good.
love how shady this season's been because they keep throwing back to Luann
Yes.
giving etiquette advice constantly.
And then she
it's
like fucks up her life the next take.
well, her kids are suing her now.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
okay.
there's a lawsuit.
I actually did not watch this season. So what's the latest? What's going
You
on?
really pretended for a bit.
I know. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
he was
sure. Oh,
committed.
the cruise. Wait, what happened this season? What's happening with
Well,
the kids?
that's happening right now.
That
That's not
she-
on
Oh.
the season.
She's
Right.
gotten into some deep fucking shit. Like she basically, not that this is like deep fucking shit, but she relapsed, and it wasn't even just a
Yeah,
relapse.
yeah.
It was like it was like a thing that was such a mess, and her family was like really, really, really kind of coming for her. Like, how dare you? Like, it was just such a bad relationship. And then she goes out every night and performs on like
Barely,
the cabaret
yeah.
stage, and all the audience is like cheering for her, and she's out there being like, "Yeah, I left rehab early," and they're like, "Woo!"
It's
She's like,
it's terrifying. It's
yeah,
terrifying.
and
Well,
it's
she's
like,
fucking her agent. They're moving upstate. She sold the
Really?
home and refused to give money to her kids. It's like wild.
and this is all not being
She's
filmed.
drinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is not being filmed.
But she didn't do the reunion allegedly.
Oh.
No, because she had to go back to rehab, so
Yeah.
no reunion.
Wait, that hasn't. Oh, it hasn't finished yet.
Hasn't aired, but it's been shot.
It's been shot.
And so that's why they announced Carol was leaving. That's what they do. They wait till the day after the reunion shoots, and then the announcements go out about who is back. Like that's what happened on
God.
Atlanta when it was announced that Sheree wasn't coming back. Was after they had shot their reunion.
The seating arrangement is going to be. It doesn't matter. Like in the middle, it's going to be Carol, Andy, Bethany.
But I was rooting for Bethany always. I felt like I defended her for so many years, and
Yeah.
it's just like appalling. I can't anymore.
She's turned into a monster.
she's an
The
evil-
abyss stared back. That's
I
that's
do
what
have a
happens.
fun thing. So I was flying first class ones from LA to New York, and Gary Shields, her ex fiance, was kitty corner for me. So I
Wow.
was thrilled. We get what's it called? There was weather issues. We're in Detroit, but for some reason they wouldn't let me in the lounge. But they did in LA and New York. I don't know. It was the only time I had flown in the flatbeds. But like,
Fuck. Oh,
I
with the
should have been,
flatbed?
but I should have been allowed in the lounge, and they wouldn't let me in. And Gary Shields threw down his Black American Express and was like, "I got her."
Ah,
So he,
Gary
Gentlemen.
Shields.
yeah,
and you guys fucked.
No, him and his old friends didn't want to give me that much attention, but I wouldn't leave them alone. And I just kept asking questions. But he was a name dropper. He has a
course.
photographic memory, so he kept wanting to play trivia because he knew all the answers.
Yeah,
He's-
that's
And he
those
kept-
trivia people. I don't think so, honey.
Yeah, no. The only game I like is, and I hate who came
Quiplash?
up with it.
What?
No, I love. It's Mark Norman's game, and he's the worst.
Oh.
But it's a fun game where you name an actor and then a number. So it'd be like Tom Hanks 25, and then we could see if we can name 25 Tom Hanks movies.
Oh, my
yeah.
God, should we do one round?
Like that's so fun.
Wow, Mark Normand, genius.
Yeah, revolutionary.
Let's do one round.
one round and
Okay,
promote
let's do
this
one
Mark
round.
Norman game.
Okay. By the way, Mark Norman invented this.
Okay,
great.
let's make it easy. Let's do Julia Roberts.
Okay.
And the number is.
Lisa, say a number.
No, you do it.
Oh, okay. I'll say the number.
Okay, you say the number. I was gonna say
9.
Okay, I was gonna say
No.
13.
Yeah, I think
This is gonna be
13,
easy.
What
13.
lunatics do a 0 or a 5 ending number?
Okay, let's do
okay.
10.
10. We'll do
Okay.
10. All right.
Ready and or is it like a race?
No, we work together.
just-
That's
okay.
too easy. I think
All right,
it should
so
be 15.
Let's just go in a circle.
15.
Then.
We'll do 15. If it's a multiple of 3, we'll end on 5
Oh
rounds.
wow, this is gonna
Okay.
be crazy. Okay,
Great.
I'm just gonna start it off. My best friend's wedding.
Runaway Bride.
Pretty Woman.
I believe there was one called Ocean's 11.
Yeah, okay.
Mystic Pizza.
Aaron Brockovich.
Sleeping with the Enemy.
Okay.
August Osage County.
Fuck, man. Hold on. Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Okay, Collateral Damage. 10.
The Mexican.
Oh.
Oh my word. Oh, I have one.
My turn?
Yeah.
American Dreams.
America's Sweethearts. Do you mean to say?
Oh, America's Sweethearts. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so the America's Sweethearts.
Yes.
That was mine. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Ocean's 12.
We're gonna let that slide?
No, we don't have to. We don't have to.
can do that.
There was Mirror Mirror where she was the Cinderella.
That's what
thing.
I was gonna say. Like I was like Ella Enchanted. No, that's in.
Okay, so that's 13.
Okay, great. 2 more. Ooh, baby.
Yeah, I'm really.
Oh, that movie. That it was Steven Soderbergh, and he directed it.
Ocean's
it was with George.
13.
No, it was with George Clooney. It was different. Oh my God, no. Wait, there's another one. Full Frontal, I believe it's called.
Okay, well it's Lisa's turn.
No, I think we could all work together.
Now,
We
we're
need
working
to
together.
do
Now
it.
that you don't
Okay,
have
okay,
now that it's
okay.
after the wire. Full Frontal, Joe. Can you check
Oh
that
my
Full
God,
Frontal?
Stepmom.
That's 15.
Can you just check that Full Frontal is a Julia Roberts movie?
Isn't there like a Jekyll Hyde one, or is that Mirror Mirror? Like the
Oh no,
broken
That
that's
was
that's
Snow White.
that's
Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley. No, Mary Berry. Or oh my God, what the fuck?
Mary
is-
Steenburgen?
No. Is Full Frontal? Yes, we did it.
We did
Okay,
it.
great.
Okay, cool.
Wow, beautiful.
I mean,
That was fun.
thank you, Mark.
Oh, but to go back
Thank
to
you so much, Mark
Bethany's
Norman.
fiance,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
also
yeah.
kept lifting his shirt to show his abs.
No.
do
were they
you have
good?
nice abs?
And then the lawyer was like, oh, you do comedy? Do you know Jeff Ross? I'm like, yeah, I know
Ew.
Jeff Ross. But that was his like,
Do you
He was
know
a
Jeff
Jeff
Ross?
he was this lawyer who's really proud to know him. But yeah, it was a fun layover in Detroit for sure.
There you go. Do you do roast stuff frequently?
I used to, and then I lost one battle, and I've not recovered.
I get that.
It like destroys me when I think about it, but I would do it again.
Yeah.
I would for sure do it again.
I think that would be something fun to get into.
Why don't you? Have you ever battled each other?
We've done competitive shows together and read each other all the
We've
time.
done like weird iterations, like Battle of the Divas. We did.
I want to see what is it, Sluck? I would like to see Sluck all the time.
Sluck is retired.
Sluck is retired. But
We
here's the
retired
thing:
Sluck.
people come out of retirement. It's actually rule of culture number 66. People come out of retirement.
But I think it's because what we kept doing was it was like physically not feasible for us to keep like.
No, our knees
being
were
like,
knocking.
do you have the dildo? Okay, I've got the lipstick. You've got the eyeliner. Okay, great. And then, do you have the shirts, the baseball cap? Great. And who's gonna
I was
make
on
the track?
costumes and Bowen was on makeup, and often he was on the track too because my GarageBand is a nightmare. My laptop won't allow me to do.
It was just a lot of homework, and we were just like,
homework.
I don't think this is worth it.
People
I don't
did
know.
love it though.
But here's the thing. Okay, so Liza, like you get to go up on stage and just talk, and people are like, is that oversimplifying it? Like, and people like
it is.
love it.
No, but it's definitely jokes. But you guys are definitely the most talented. All the choreography is so crazy.
There's barely any.
What do you mean with that? I was paying attention on Instagram.
Oh, well, yeah,
That was a lot of
the
choreography.
list that was fun. That was
fun.
something we worked at. Honestly, I
and
think
you know
that-
all the words so fast to things.
I think we bring
Sure.
something fun, very fun to the stage.
Wait, did you love your outdoor show?
Oh my God! Wait,
Yeah.
Leeza was at
I
our
had
outdoor
to
show.
leave halfway
That's
through
okay.
to
You
host
had to go
that
host.
show. And I wanted to meet with my ex and her agent for a little bit before.
But it was good of you to
But
pop by and literally
I wish I got to stay.
had it been a
Okay.
half an hour earlier, we would have just brought you on. I'm not even
You would have
kidding.
just done the
I
show.
would
'cause
have been nervous, but I've never seen someone slutty dance to Celine like that before. The
I'm a
French were
slut
confused.
I'm a slut to all music.
It was an
were
outdoor
so
show. We did an outdoor. I don't think so, honey. Divas edition. We opened with "That's the Way It Is," and it was this outdoor show open to the public, and people were just confused. As
yeah.
hell.
Well, I don't blame them for being confused. They were a majority like family
Locals,
audience, and
yeah.
we were like singing "That's the Way It Is," and I literally was dropping it and dragging it.
Yeah.
I dropped my hole to the ground, listeners, and dragged my hole on the said ground.
I just don't get why they didn't. Isn't that their queen? Like, I don't get why they weren't.
They
Truly.
never got as
They
excited.
never got that excited
as we thought they would.
Okay, but then we had this discussion when we were at the pool. We had this divas discussion. So Liza, you used to be. I mean, you love all the divas.
Yeah.
But I think your number one in the past used to be Miley. You have this whole fucking great.
Yeah, you love
bit
Miley.
about
Oh yeah,
Miley.
I do love Miley.
What's? Give us the scoop now. Like, who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? What's going on?
I mean, she's not a diva per se, but I love Lizzo right now.
Okay,
Lizzo
Lizzo.
is a diva.
Lizzo's a
Yeah.
diva. Lizzo's like
Lizzo
getting
is
there.
I like a lot. I
Yes.
saw her, and then we watched one song of Haim, and we're like, we gotta leave.
We gotta go.
Oh my
Haim
God.
You're not the first person that said that. That like
She's
Haim came after
dynamic.
Lizzo, and it was like, wow, that was a rough transition.
Yeah.
I love Haim.
Lizzo would fucking twerk. Would be one of the twerking girls for Big Frida back in the day before her career. Yeah.
Whoa.
Like Big Frida, like she like will constantly be like Big Frida, like help me out like in my career. She like
Oh, I
let me
love
perform.
that.
Like she was like shaking her ass for Big Frida, and now she's.
I
on
love
her
backup
own.
dancer success stories.
Yes.
Jenna Dewan.
Yes.
that?
She is now Channing Tatum's
Oh,
ex-wife.
oh,
She
yes,
hosts
yes,
World
yes,
of
of
Dance.
course, of course, of
Also, what's his name? What's his face that dated J-Lo for so long? He's probably still a backup dancer.
Casper?
But we know him. Casper Smart. Yes. Wait,
But he didn't have a career. He just fucked his way to the top.
This-
Yeah, yeah,
True.
yeah.
It's
Brittany's
very
doing that
different.
now too.
It's a personal trainer who I hear is a
Oh.
gay kept boy and is gay for
What?
also. I don't know which is true, but I heard he's,
Okay, where are you getting all this scoop?
I thought it was from you guys. No, who told me about
Mateo?
Brittany's kept?
It
No,
had
it's
to be.
someone I don't trust. Actually, it's someone
So
I
now
don't trust.
I'm happy that we're spreading it as gospel.
yes. This is the for thousands of people. To,
I think she's kind of an airhead. She found a
Well,
young
yeah.
personal trainer. Let them
Yeah.
fucking
Let them
work out
fuck.
together. Her
Yes,
back
yes,
looked
yes.
so good. Like she looked good.
did you see her live?
I did. I went on Monday. I went last
Radio
right
City?
before. Yeah, right before JFL. So I was like,
What'd you think?
I've never seen Britney, so it was like huge. It was
Okay.
kind of like what I feel like I've been working my whole life to
Yeah.
finally get to do. And I went with Jake Wilson, who's
Okay, great.
and that's his number one. He's
Yeah,
gone to
yeah.
every
Yeah.
single tour.
Loves Britney.
She looked incredible. The dance moves were on fire. It was a 2-hour show. She did fix her ponytail a lot. So there was
That's
a lot
what
of
Dave
like
said that there was a lot of
fixing
that.
of the ponytail and then looking at herself at the monitor.
Like it was the 8th grade, like we called it the big show, like the talent show, bitch. Like,
but it got me back to listening to all this Britney I hadn't listened to in a while. Like I've been really feeling some stuff.
Like
but
new
I
stuff,
wish
old
there
stuff?
was some stuff. I wish she played a little bit of Lucky and sometimes, but there's no ballads. It's all like the pop party. Like
oh, can I tell you what my favorite Britney song is that I actually have on a playlist called Now?
Bombastic
it's
Love. Which is it?
It is. Don't let me be the last to know. Don't hold back. Just let it go.
It's a good,
so good.
It's a good ballad, but I mean, God, at Soul Cycle, Matt and I went to a Soul Cycle class. Ariel,
Britney Soul Cycle. It was largely Britney.
It was like a Britney, like it was like Britney medley, and it went from like sometimes, first of all, sometimes hit
so
my
good
favorite.
on the bike.
on the bike, it's great, and then like it's everything. It's all her big hits.
Ariel Padilla, everybody. We're giving him another plug.
Yeah,
I want to go to Britney's Soul Cycle.
It's
wow.
very
Do you do
fun.
Soul Cycle?
No.
It's very fun.
It's
I think
cool.
I think you would like
It's
it.
hard.
Yeah, I have one
fun.
friend who's really like drank the Kool-Aid and she keeps offering to pay if I go. So I will go with her.
It's
and
it's
test
not like
it out.
it's not Kool-Aid. Like people are like it's like a cult, but I'm like whatever.
It is not.
But I walk in and I'm like, okay, I understand how this is lame in its ways. I understand how it's cool in its ways. But I'm like, but as long as you don't fall for like
Exactly. Anything could be a cult. If
Yeah.
like watching a certain TV show, we could call Riverdale fans
a cult.
people.
Whatever.
But like they just like it. People
yeah,
like
yeah.
Soul Cycle. It works for them.
Yeah. Okay, so the reason why we were digging into the Britney being critical thing, like you should be more critical of Britney, is we had two people go who were like, it sucked.
Yeah, I saw
Including-
that
including-
Instagram story too.
Dave Mazzoni he did not
I-
go lightly.
I watched all of it. I wrote to him on Instagram. I had a great time. We had great seats. We were like
Okay.
eighth. We weren't in the pit, but we're like eighth row orchestra.
Yeah,
so
that's
that
good.
might be different. But she looks happy and cool. And
Are you a staunch Britney defender?
yeah, she's everything. Like I like her a lot. I've always liked her. I like her denim shorts. I like it so much.
Yeah.
She's a good mom. I like that she still eats at Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Like
I love
enjoy
that about her.
Yeah.
She's always like a trashy Louisiana girl.
And always will
She
be.
shops at like BB and Guess.
I mean,
It was weird to see her like sort of start her adult years as a pop star. Like, for example, when the album In the Zone came out.
Yeah.
Like to see her sort of begin this sort of intelligent adult. Like we were
to
talking about
realize like her full potential. What will go?
this. Do you remember when we were in the van coming back from the gay bar in Montreal and we talked about how Britney, there was this interview with Diane Sawyer
Yes,
and Britney.
yes.
And there was a song on In the Zone about masturbation. It was called
The Touch of My Hand.
Touch of My Hand.
There's a violin.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we remember that song being very much about masturbation. And so Diane Sawyer asked Britney,
Yeah.
you have a song about masturbation on here. This is a lot different. Like, can you explain? And Britney goes, well, the thing is about masturbation, I think it's kind of sacred. And what she's saying there is like maybe not the smartest thing in the world, but it is like an original, intelligent thought.
She has an opinion for the first time ever.
And
Yeah.
Diane Sawyer was like, you think it's what? And she literally, you saw Britney go, oh, you know what? Actually, I got confused. I'm sorry, I got confused.
So like this poor thing, like the first time she has a documented opinion about something, and it's about sex, which is like should be even more empowering. Like
They shamed her.
Someone is there to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, they
Which,
shamed
like,
her.
Changed her. Like I don't know. Like it's so well documented the ways that she was like broken down and like it's whatever.
They were awful to her. They didn't give her a break. But to me, why I don't care whatever she does is not up to par all the time.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
she did something that no one has ever done ever again and ever did. Like
Yeah.
she was the hottest thing that's ever happened in this
sure.
time period. And it was just like her at her peak to me is the hottest person that's ever lived.
Like
Yeah, it's true.
You're right.
It's true.
Like
boys wanted to fuck her, girls wanted to be her.
Yeah.
That's a very rare thing.
Yes.
To have everyone like you.
Parents like you, like the gays,
Yeah,
everyone
everyone
likes
liked
you.
her.
It's true.
She was
Huge.
at her peak. She was like the ultimate sex symbol.
And
Yeah.
also
Since like Marilyn, probably.
and probably still at the same time, still somehow be able to maintain America's sweetheart.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's fucked up. But they
is
did her
fucked
the
up.
worst. Like I
Yeah.
think I don't know if I think we treat pop stars a little better now. But like making her say that she's a virgin and just like
talking about her tits and like.
Well, the majority of them seem to have creative impact now, or at least the really famous ones.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it's still garbage when they're developing artists, and what they make them do, I'm sure is fucking insane. But in terms of like the big pop stars now, maybe it's just because the world has matured emotionally and intelligently, or at least like the liberal world. Now it seems like what we react to is, and at least maybe this is people our age too, but it's like in Beyonce's intelligence and the kind of like ways that she's pushing forward, like the way we think about the world. That's like a lot, but like that doesn't seem to be something we valued back in the late 90s.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't think Beyonce, like, at her peak or her current peak now is not like the same thing as like Britney back then?
maybe because I was in junior high, but to me that moment with Britney is just because Beyonce grew in her career.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Destiny's Child for a long time,
Yeah.
and like
Right.
she grew to this place. I mean, Beyonce is everything,
Yeah.
but like it took her a decade or so to
Right,
get there.
right.
Britney was just 16,
Instant, like,
muscular, tan.
Fully developed 16-year-old girl.
And talented. And talented
And
as
very
fuck.
talented.
Yeah.
Very talented.
People are always like, the thing about Britney Spears is she's not talented. It's like,
Actually-
Britney Spears is extremely talented. She maybe doesn't do exactly what everyone else does.
Like
She can't
MTV
sing.
wouldn't have been anything without her too. To me,
No.
like her making of the videos were
Right.
the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
She was a true video vanguard.
Yeah.
And
She was.
you know who's getting that award this year?
No, who?
Jennifer Lopez.
Oh.
I'm okay with it. I like that
perfectly
horn. Love
okay
Don't
with
Cost
it.
a Thing. I love.
That's a
I
great
remember that
video.
making of the video.
We remember also
I remember her picking the horn necklace. Like I just
Yes.
can't. I just
that was peak. That was, I think, peak J Lo.
Really?
And she's grown and changed and evolved too. And she like had like a low moment in her career, but that like Bennifer J Lo.
Oh my
remember
God.
But that was before I think Bennifer.
like
Love Don't Cost a Thing.
But
was
he
before
was
Bennifer.
he was in I think the Love Don't Cost a Thing video.
No, I think
No.
he was in the
one of
other
her
one where he
videos.
squished her butt.
Yeah, what was that one?
But I think that was a later song. I think.
It was off the same album as Get Right, I think.
I don't know. I think it was that Love album she put out. Or
No,
like
no.
J Lo was the name of not Love.
Love was 2009.
Yes, it was. It
2010.
was an album
You
called
guys
J
have
Lo.
so much knowledge.
No. I'm just.
Well, I mean, we're literally
conjecturing.
just like searching for
You know what we we did a show recently where it was LA Glazer's Haunting Renditions, and they did a cover of I'm Real by Ja Rule featuring J Lo.
I love that song. One of my favorites
we
of all time.
totally forgot that J Lo fucking drops the N word in it.
She
Oh,
totally
she
says
does.
the N word
She
in that
totally
song.
says it.
I literally turned to Bone and I was like, I realized it and I was like, does J Lo say the N word in this song? And he goes, no.
No, I was like, no fucking way. And then I Google the lyrics and I'm like, oh my God.
She fully did. Like
Just
that's
one
crazy.
time.
Well, she like
One
it's
single
this
time.
hook where she's like referencing like, oh, he's not like others or something, and like she like throws in the word as a way to be like,
It's really
Not
soft
like-
too. Like the delivery of it is like really in her
She's
like
just
soft falsetto. It's that part where it's like, now I can breathe again, baby. Now I can breathe again. It comes in somewhere there,
she,
and
she
you're like,
my
she drops it in
God.
and then people just have this like weird amnesia about it. And then when I Googled this, I was like, did J-Lo say that? I literally typed
Yeah.
into Google, did J-Lo say the N-word in Ja Rule? I'm Real.
Did J-Lo say the N-word in Ja Rule?
In I'm Real. And then this article came up where it was like, J-Lo's having a tough week after taking some fire for tweeting an All Lives Matter tweet. People are now like hopping on her old lyrics. Like she apparently tweeted some All Lives Matter bullshit.
What is wrong
Like,
with people?
I mean,
don't know.
do you remember when her mom won the lottery? And it's like, just stop it.
Wait, when?
Her mom won the
When?
lottery, and her sister is like a popular like local news anchor like in the Bronx.
They- oh
I'm
God,
not
they
kidding.
Don't
Yeah.
need this.
It's so funny.
oh my God. Her mom won the lottery.
Yeah.
That's insane. J-Lo.
J-Lo's one of the legends of all time.
She is, but with having the least amount of talent too.
She can dance like a
She
motherfucker.
can dance.
She can dance.
She is at least Britney level at her peak in dancing. I'm telling you.
100%.
And she can
but like
act.
the acting is.
I live for the
The
acting.
singing
I'm sorry.
is. I like enough. When you said Sleeping with the Enemy, I love those movies of like
Rom-coms? Oh, yeah, no, like-
domestic violence
Yeah.
coming back at you.
It's true. You ever
Oh,
remember
yeah,
remember
yeah.
Enough, the J-Lo one Enough?
Yes.
Where she
She
had
just said
literally
it.
had enough. Yes. Okay.
But
Enough,
it's
but
so
also Sleeping with the
scary.
Enemy,
But I
yeah.
think they should just show it at school when men are like, "Why don't you just leave?" Like,
Yeah,
I just think
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
should just have to watch Enough and then Inside Out. to learn
Oh,
emotions.
that's great. And this children's
We're
movie.
gonna like literally the only movie I ever watched that they ever showed like popular movie was probably like we saw Roots and we saw Glory, and they were like, and we're adding to the canon enough.
And Osmosis Jones.
Yeah.
Like fucking
Oh my God!
bullshit.
Wait, we did watch Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, like
because it was literally
anatomy.
how
it
to
was
do the body.
So bad though.
So awful.
It was a bad movie.
Was it Eddie Murphy? Osmosis
No, it's Chris
Jones?
Rock.
Chris Rock.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
And then
I
they had a
remember.
TV show, and it was just bad. It was bad. Ooh, Matt, I gotta tell you about this meal delivery service that I love.
Tell her about it.
Ooh, tell her everything you feel, honey.
Yes.
Well, I think we should all say hello to HelloFresh because they're seriously, I mean this honest to goodness, this is not on the sheet. They are my favorite meal delivery service.
Well, HelloFresh.
HelloFresh.
Then I say HelloFresh.
Because I've subscribed to a lot of these and some of them don't get it right, but HelloFresh gets every single thing right, honey. And HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that shops, plans, and delivers step-by-step recipes and pre-measured ingredients so you can just cook, eat, and enjoy. Ooh, bitch, I got the chicken and bell pepper pasta, honey.
I am wet for that.
I cooked it up. It was delicious. And I was like, I can't believe I made this. And I also made the beef tacos that they made. They have like their greatest hits that they send you. And ooh, girl, these tacos were fresh, honey.
Ooh, I love a food delivery service that like can make me feel like an accomplished chefaroo.
Chefaroo.
Yeah, chefarina.
Their delivery is so easy. Like everything gets portioned off into these gorgeous paper bags and everything gets refrigerated so well. And then all the recipe cards are so beautiful.
Yeah, and there's something for everyone with HelloFresh's selection. There's 3 plans you can choose from, you guys. You got classic, veggie, and family. Each box is made up of fresh, responsibly obtained ingredients from carefully selected farms and high-rated, trusted sources. It's actually rule of culture number 6. You got to carefully select your farm,
honey. And HelloFresh lets you rediscover the excitement of cooking. You can feel confident when cooking HelloFresh with the simple recipes outlined on pictured step-by-step instruction cards. And I gotta say, the design on these, the print design, I love. The color story, honey.
And she's a design queen.
And she's a
so
design queen, and the photography is stunning.
She know what she say. And like me, HelloFresh believes cooking should be simple and convenient, not some chore. All the ingredients come pre-measured, like Bo was saying before, in handy labeled little meal kits, so you know which ingredients go with which recipe. And you don't have to spend all night in the kitchen because recipes only take around 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh. And there are so many benefits of subscribing, so you can keep enjoying HelloFresh week after week. Because the account is so easy to manage on the website with the ability to choose your delivery date to match your ever-changing schedule and pause deliveries for when you're on vacation.
So you might be saying, well, how do I get involved with HelloFresh? Here's what you do. For a total of $60 off, that's $20 off your first 3 boxes. Visit HelloFresh.com/dingdong60 and enter the promo code dingdong60. Again, for a total of $60 off. That's $20 off your first 3 boxes, you guys. Visit HelloFresh.com/dingdong60. That's DINGDONG60 and enter the promo code dingdong60 for a yummy time. Ooh, Bowen, I identify as a tomboy X.
I identify as a tomboy X too.
He identifies as a tomboy X as well, and you should as well. Now, you guys, what is tomboy X? Well, let us just lay it down for you so you can slip it on your little bottoms and your little tops.
I love that. Tomboy X offers amazing underwear for anybody to feel comfortable in, regardless of where they fall on the size or gender spectrum.
Yeah, seriously. Enough with these underwear that are more frills than function, okay? Enough with this underwear that your mom got to fem you up or butch you down, honey. Underwear that's made to fit you and how you see yourself is headed your way with Tomboy X.
There you go. Tomboy X gives you such a great selection with bikinis, briefs, boxer briefs, trunks, and boy shorts, soft bras, racerback bras. I bought a racerback bra.
You got a racerback bra?
I was like, I think I would look cute just like in my own house, just like lounging around. I just want to like feel my fantasy in a racerback.
Wow, that's fucking fantastic. And you know they come in everyday basic colors, fun seasonal prints, and also brilliant colors. If you wanted to get a little less basic and a little more brilliant,
Brilliant colors!
you can have a brilliant color.
All options come in extra small to 4X.
Yes, a little bit bigger to a little bit smaller. Now, regardless of where you fall on that size or gender spectrum, you guys, Tomboy X offers underwear for you that you're going to feel comfortable in. So here's what you're going to do to pick up your pair of Tomboy X underwear or bra or boxer brief or trunk or boy short or all these things. You go to tomboyx.com/Las Culturistas and check out their special bundles and pack pricing. And Las Culturistas listeners get an extra 15% off with the code Las Culturistas.
Again, code Las Culturistas, one word, for an extra 15% off. Ditch whatever you're wearing for a pair of Tomboy X underwear. Go to tomboyx.com/Las Culturistas. Okay, but so faves now. Okay, Britney.
But that when you were talking about how pop stars now have more agency, like I feel with Miley, like when people are like, she's naked and young, it's like she's pretty androgynous and weird and like not wearing makeup and being kind of gross and creepy. And I think she's not doing it for like dudes. I think she's just being naked. That was a cool time, I thought.
Big fan.
That was such, I mean, for a second there, she was dominating the conversation. Just like August of 2013, after the VMAs, it was just like nonstop.
But then she had an amazing quote because like weeks later, they're like, oh, the performance. And she goes, listen, you're still talking about it and I'm on to the next thing. And it's like, it was cool.
Do you remember like there was like footage of her preparing for her performance? Like I think after it came out, like maybe it was on MTV or something, but like it was her meeting with Britney. And like she was like, yeah, this is what I have planned for my performance. And Britney was literally in her eyes. She was just like, yeah, cool. Yeah, you got to get their attention. She like literally, you could see her like remember like, oh yeah, I remember when I used to do crazy fucking shit at the VMAs. Like I came out with a fucking snake. You got to get their attention. And there was just this understanding of the industry that was the VMAs, which is literally create controversy.
Yeah.
It's what it
Wild.
is. They understood the assignment.
Yeah.
Like Gaga would do that.
Gaga understands the assignment perfectly.
Yeah, during the concert, Britney reminisced. She's like, you know, when I was here at Radio City and talks about like the kiss with Christina and Madonna.
All the moments.
And
the kiss.
And Madonna was
but
the
I don't know
first
if they
one
were all
that
at
knew.
Radio City though.
But like the oops I did again, where she like fucking goes, she goes no satisfaction into oops. That was Radio City.
That was Radio. Yeah, oh yeah, I think that the kiss was Radio City for sure.
And I think Slave for You was Radio City.
Maybe.
Because I remember when the Backstreet Boys did Larger Than Life. I remember that was at the Opera House, I think, or something like that. I remember the outside shot. That's when we got cable in '99.
Nice.
They do it at Radio City now, right?
I think they switch things around.
No,
I think it's in Brooklyn sometimes.
Didn't they just do it at Madison Square Garden? That's where it was.
They just did it.
And in LA. Like, I think it's just in arenas now.
No, they did the Grammys at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, okay.
But then VMAs, I think they're gonna do in Brooklyn again.
Oh, the Barclays, right?
Barclays.
But I haven't watched. I haven't watched the VMAs in a really long time.
It's not the same culture. It doesn't mean the same cultural thing. Not since Miley. Truly.
Wow.
Right.
The last time I think there was something that like I think like cool people our age cared about for a good reason was probably the Miley thing. Yeah. And I guess like Beyonce's performance last year when she won the Video Vanguard.
Oh, that's the one. The thing about Gaga, I like her so much, but she makes me cringe so often. And one of the cringiest is when she brought up Britney Spears for the Vanguard Award.
As that character.
And as that, the boy character. And it's just like, I hated it.
Joe Calderone.
Yeah.
And then I think she asked for a kiss and Britney was like,
Yeah. That was actually the perfect move for Britney to not play ball and be like, no.
It's so weird. Why are you taking away from? I don't know. I hate when she talks.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga. I have never been a bigger fan of Lady Gaga than over the past 4 years because she's not doing like art pop. I think is actually underrated. And I love Joanne, but the Born This Way era huge pop star Gaga.
She was being a 25-year-old.
Yes, and I think now looking back on it, it's not genius as much as it is just like a pop star being immature. And I think
and just like fucking around for the
and
sake
the
of
work
fucking
was
around.
amazing. The music was amazing. I think Born This Way, the music on Born This Way is totally amazing. But the antics, and those antics did go into art pop. That era, I don't miss.
Yeah.
The one that I feel embarrassed about, but I love that song with R. Kelly. Do
I
What You
know,
Want
it's
with
such a good
Nobody.
song.
I
It's
love
so
it.
good. Well, then listen to
Why
the
did
Christina
she
version.
choose it? Who does she do it with?
Christina
Aguilera.
Oh, it's just the two of them?
There's a different version.
I
where it's
didn't
just
even know
Christina and
that.
Gaga.
Cool.
They sang the first time they ever did it, where they sang live together on The Voice. Like Gaga came in and they did a performance at The Voice together, and it is such drag.
It's emotional.
It is high drag.
Amazing.
They act too. They go over during the bridge and they sit on a chaise lounge and they turn to each other and they like act the song like it's fucking Dynasty, and it is high drag.
Yeah.
Do they
Alyssa
kiss or
Edwards.
anything? Do they
No.
get close?
No.
But they like Christina rests her head. Gaga rests her head on Christina's bosom, and that's as
I wonder if
intimate as it gets.
Christina thought she'd be a bigger star for longer.
I think so too. We talked about this. I mean, her most recent album is trash.
It's a flop.
It's bad.
I can't even.
It's
because you don't
bad.
even care, right?
But she's trying so hard at like relevance and coolness and like edginess, but it's like no, like
Who would have ever thought she'd have been the one that got left behind? You know what I mean? Like
I know.
back in the day, like when you used to see like
even Pink's doing better than her now, right?
Pink
Yeah.
performing, Britney performing, Justin performing, Alicia Keys performing, like all these artists now, you could see them performing on an award show and you'd be like, oh yeah, I get it. But with Christina, it's like
It's because she never had anything to say. Like
I don't
she's
think
not
that's
sincere.
stripped, I think.
It's the best album ever. But I think that's
100%.
a lot of Linda Perry. You know?
I think you might be right.
I think it's a lot of her. But you know
Yeah.
what's fun is we're rewatching Making of the Videos and Diaries because these girls are 22 and so self-centered. It's really funny.
Crazy.
Even watching Pink, like talking about the depth of these albums. But no, Stripped is so good. I went to
Stripped
the.
is so good.
I remember I had a T-shirt with the the cover of Stripped,
Yeah.
and my history teacher was like, you shouldn't be wearing that, and I was like, why? And she goes, because the lace looks like pubic hair.
Honestly, I have respect for her.
Yeah.
I have respect for your teacher.
Yeah.
Because the lace looks like pubic hair. Just like laying
I think
it
Lisa's
down.
just giving it extra oomph in the delivery than the teacher actually.
No,
I don't
does.
she
think
did
the teacher
good.
was
No.
as funny as you, but
No,
like,
she did good. Mrs. I forgot her name, but she was bonkers
Oh
for
my
sure.
God. Oh my
Were you guys? You
Ms.
did theater in high
Bonkers.
school.
We did. I was a
I
theater
didn't.
person.
You did
I was a little
none.
Theater
I
queer.
hosted the talent show once, and I was in Peter Pan in 7th grade as like one of the pirates that dies.
What were
like,
you doing
immediately.
in high school?
I did sports.
Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
he was a classic Zac Efron High School Musical like situation. Like,
My identity was completely different. I've changed
Yeah.
it a lot.
it's crazy.
But did you sing ever in the locker rooms?
I would sing every now and then. Like when my friends would go to karaoke, I would really sing, and they'd be like, "Wow, you're a good singer," and I was always like, "No, that's just for fun. It's karaoke." and then, but I think not even like that. They
What
knew who I
sports?
was. Track and cross country, and I played baseball for a long time.
Okay.
But I had like a sports dad. Did you do like theater, or what was your deal in high school?
I did theater, but I was on the swim team, and then I quit 2 weeks before senior meet. I think you're like, because I went to Oprah and missed practice to go to Oprah,
Absolutely.
and it was for.
I think you'll like this.
I
she
think
says.
you'll like
And
that.
it was the episode for not Save the Last Night. It was the Just Dance. So it was Richard Gere, J Lo, and Susan Sarandon.
Oh my
Oh my God! The
So
Shall We Dance?
Yeah, Shall We Dance? So we
Yes,
got to go to the
honey.
movies. We got boxed lunches, and then we got to go to Oprah. It was my mom and sister, and like my sister's husband wrote to Oprah and was like, "We love Susan Sarandon," and so we got to go. And I got the next day at practice. He's like, "Where were you?" And I was like, "I told you I went to Oprah." He's like, "I thought you were gonna try to make practice." I'm like, "Yeah, I
went to
tried. Did you want me to
Oprah."
take a private jet?" And he went, "You know what? I'm sick of your attitude, and everyone's sick of your attitude." And I went, "I'm sick of your attitude." And then I quit.
I love it. I love it.
And then I didn't get all the attention of senior meet. And it's like, what have I been doing for 4 years? Just swimming nonstop.
Did you still get your varsity letter?
No, and my record got beat pretty quickly after
Fuck.
too.
Oh,
But
so you were a good
record holder?
swimmer.
I had a JV record. I was fine. Like I was for Butterfly, the good girls were like a minute. And I was
Wow.
like at a minute 13.
Still.
So it wasn't terrible, but I couldn't.
Oh my God, this Oprah
That is so funny.
I was a lunatic though. I had so much rage. I mean,
rage.
Yeah, I would fight a lot.
Wow.
Growing
okay,
up?
wait.
Just not
But just
physical.
you would get into like
Yeah, there was a
tussles.
lot of screaming matches on the pool, or if
Yes.
like someone would touch my feet, that means I was slow, and I'd like get so competitive
yes,
and mad.
yes.
That's
I love
funny.
So
I love
mad.
that. Do you feel that competitiveness has carried over into your professional career, or have you mellowed?
No, because I'm really not competitive in most. Heads up,
Just in
maybe
the
I get
pool.
competitive.
Heads up.
No, because I tried swimming at the at the Williamsburg
Yeah.
public pool,
Oh.
and I got into fights with people there. I
Whoa.
can't swim.
Wait, over what? Over people touching you?
No, because if I touch you, or if you could tell I'm fast, move to the side and
Move.
let me do a flip turn. Why are you grabbing? Like, get the fuck out of my way!
Oh my
And
God.
so like, I just ended up having to pull someone.
Oh my God! You
So
started
I
in the
suck.
pool.
Like a grown ass
The
person.
pool is the problem.
The pool brings out honestly. that is a real true fact, which is that once you start doing something that you were an immature part of your, like that was an immature part of your life, you go back.
You revert back to that behavior.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. Like whenever I'm with my parents, like sometimes I'll hear I'll hear the way I talk to them and I'm like, am I 15?
That's what I do, but I didn't are you mean to your parents?
Yeah.
We're all mean to our
Really mean to my parents. I'm trying to be better about it.
Every time I go home, I'm like, I won't yell at my dad. I won't yell at my dad. He's 80. He's trying. He's doing great. You got to be kind. And then it's
And then what does he do?
I just explode on him every
Wow.
time. Well, because he doesn't know how to communicate. So everything is like like he's
Yes,
like,
yes.
did you read that? Do this. Can you pick up that? Go
Uh-huh.
through that. Are you going to eat this? And it's like, I just lose it.
Russian immigrant parents?
Yes.
Okay, and so are they? So they're not used to like this Western, like these Western ways of like saying how you feel. Is that it, or is that too much?
No, my mom is trying hard,
Okay.
and now I'm uncomfortable, but
Because
I'm
it's too
working
late.
on it.
Because my dad's trying that now, and I'm like, this is okay. I love that you're putting in the effort, but like something's off.
No,
I don't
my
know. I
dad
love
started
him
going
to
to
death.
synagogue. I know, but my parents are. Well, how old are you? My mom's 70 something. My dad's 80.
God, they're in their mid-60s.
So once you get that close to death, you kind of start being a weirdo. I'm gonna try to get him high this next time I'm home.
Have you gotten them high before?
No, they're so against things, but they're just dumb and don't get it. But like my dad's in all these like in pain watching Russian TV all day. It's like might as well be stoned.
Literally.
He's
Yeah,
drinking
yeah.
pint glasses of vodka. It's like just
Wow.
smokes. I mean, not smoke. Eat an edible. I'm gonna get him some gummies. I think.
Oh, slip it in, yeah.
And then they get on each other's nerves. I just feel if they're stoned, they're gonna enjoy their lives.
I
better.
100% feel the same way. Not that my parents need too much help enjoying their life. I think that they're doing great. But the thing is, like, my dad has back problems, and they were in my apartment the other day after we taped Fallon.
Yeah.
And like,
Did your parents came?
they came to the
No.
show. Yeah. Oh no.
nice.
Yeah. Well, Bowen's parents are all the way out in Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my parents are Long Island, so they came in and they got to go to the Tonight Show, which was
Taping.
exciting. But then afterwards, they were in my apartment, and they like all my weed is like out. I really don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I used to care, but now they know fully firmly.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like making a joke about smoking, and my mom was like, "Oh, your dad ate an edible and had a horrible experience." And now I feel like we got to the point where he tried it.
Yeah.
Or like I don't know if he doesn't do it, but like they told me he did,
Edibles
and he
are
had a
also
bad experience,
nuts.
and now I feel like it's ruined.
Edibles are also such the
I had a
onset is
50
so late.
milligram one this week, and it
50?
zonked me
Wow,
out.
wow. I can't even do 5 fucking kills me.
10 makes me a stone bitch.
50? How are you?
Lisa, well, you're the connoisseur.
No, it fucked me up. And then Ricky Velez gave them to me, and he said when he was on vacation at the Hamptons, he would eat 4 of those a day.
Shut up.
And I was
Oh my God.
zonked. I went to the Mindy party, and I was like, I gotta go.
Oh, you were there?
And then I laid on the velvet
You were
couch.
there?
I got there after. So we performed at a car club garage.
Okay.
So that's where I got the edible. So basically we performed at this and the piers on the Hudson Yards, and it's like all these fancy cars and all the people that have a car club
Fucking
membership.
in Manhattan?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so we performed with all these cars behind us. It felt like The Purge. It was like this
my
shot, like
God.
Lamborghinis and
Ugh.
just old Mustangs.
Ew, that's so weird.
I
Yeah.
think it's so funny.
Yeah, and we only got $25 and like you millionaire pieces
This
of
sounds
trash.
like a fucking gala. Yeah. Like, okay, so you performed there.
But great drinks, and then he gave me the edible. I went to the party, and I don't think I was there even 40 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't see you.
We didn't see. This is the 50 milligram one?
Yeah, and then
Holy
people
shit.
were going to someone's house or something. I was like, I can't. And then I did order food, but I passed out, and I was awoken by.
Oh, that's always my greatest fear is that I'm going to be
mad.
asleep when my delivery comes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, my therapist is so mad I'm smoking weed, but it's like so
Whatever.
crazy. I mean, I'm gonna smoke a joint again when I get home. I
There you
think.
go.
You gotta.
You got
No,
it.
I don't.
Okay, we got to ask you what we ask all of our guests.
Okay,
Lisa,
yes.
Which is, what is the culture growing up that made you say culture is for me?
Yeah, what made you such an angry pool fighter?
What was like the book, the TV show, the movie,
Yeah.
the neighborhood you grew up in, whatever it is that like is the formative thing that made you. who you
So
are?
I think the number one formative thing. So when my mom moved to America, well, she loves some like she loves movie stars, and she remembers. So her like her Russian friends were like, you're gonna move to America and be amongst the stars. And then we were like in Skokie, but that's when we saw Richard Gere drive by. My mom was like, I've waited so long to see us.
Wow.
No, when we went to Oprah.
Oh my God. Oh, right. I thought you just by chance saw Gear in Skokie,
Illinois.
No, but we saw my sister saw John Cusack at the Value City once. And that was like funny to me. But no, so my mom just like loved movies. So we went to the movies every Friday as a family to the cheap theater. But then every day my mom would cook dinner and we would watch Entertainment Tonight. And then on the commercial breaks, go to Access Hollywood. And then we watched all the award shows. And then on Tuesdays would go get all the best dress lists. We got all the people's most beautiful, like all of that.
Yeah,
Us
celebrity
and then
obsessed.
subscribe to Us Weekly. And then so that was just like me. And then my dad would like flip out when Leonardo DiCaprio would lose an award.
Oh,
So
my
your dad was
God.
invested too?
He loves Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow.
So he would yell at us and go to bed if Leo lost. And he would just like flip out.
So, but when was he even nominated? Just for Titanic and
Well-
for
well,
No,
What's
for
he doing?
Gilbert
Gilbert
Grape.
Gilbert
He
Grape,
lost
yeah.
to Tommy Lee Jones, which I just
So this is
don't-
pre-Titanic.
So
He was obsessed with Leo.
We've always just like loved Leo as a family.
Wow.
But my dad's also trash too, because like when Helen Hunt won for Best Actress instead
Yeah.
of Kate Winslet, my dad was like, that flat-chested bitch. Like he
No.
was like mad someone without tits won. Like he was livid.
They gave it to the flat-chested one.
Yeah.
The flat-chested TV star,
that
not the
is-
big-breasted movie star who's
Oh
young.
my God.
Plays Rose.
I mean, Helen
That's so
Hunt
funny.
winning was like a thing.
Well,
People were had strong feelings.
they were
about it.
irate, but that's only because, we
were Titanic
young.
obsessed.
Yeah,
Titanic
yeah,
obsessed. You
Titanic
watch the
was-
performances back, and Helen Hunt is amazing.
She's
and as good as
amazing.
it gets.
I was pissed when Kate Blanchett lost to Gwyneth Paltrow. That was my big thing that I'll
Oh,
never
for
forget.
Shakespeare in Love.
This is a
Yeah, for
controversial one
Elizabeth
for
Wan-
me.
Oh, you don't like Kate Blanchett?
No, it's not that I don't like Kate Blanchett. It's just that Kate Blanchett like now has 2 Oscars because I feel like you get this. Here's my thing with the Oscars, and I've said it on the show. You should win an Oscar if no one else could have done what you did. And I feel like part of the Gwyneth Paltrow Shakespeare in Love performance is that movie star energy she brought to also being so good in that part. Like you believed her in the part. Like I really did. Like the romance, I feel like it won Best Picture because, well, cheating aside and Harvey Weinstein aside, like I buy it winning because just the romance swept you away. And like Gwyneth is unique and I thought iconic in that role. Whereas I think Elizabeth was masterfully performed by Kate Blanchett, but it wasn't necessarily Kate Blanchett's like signature role that we'll remember forever.
Other actresses could have done that.
And other actresses could have also slayed as Elizabeth.
Yeah.
No, I like that thing. Could no one else have done it? That's a good.
No one else
That's
has
I
done it.
think
It's a good
that's
rubric.
why I stand by Jennifer Hudson winning for Dreamgirls because it's like, yeah, maybe it wasn't the exact performance or like you wanted to win, maybe you weren't the biggest fan, but literally could anyone else have done it?
Sure.
Why isn't Jennifer Hudson a bigger star? She is, and she's fine.
Oh, I think she's huge.
She's
She's
huge.
huge.
And then
Okay, good.
she's gonna be in the new Cats movie. She's
Oh,
fine.
Did you
great.
hear about that?
I've actually never seen it or care. I
Okay,
don't know
great.
about cats.
Neither have we, but we do
Thank
this
God.
recurring bit in our show where all of our guests have some emotional connection to it.
I'm
But this-
so happy you don't have it.
Yeah.
No, I don't care at all.
Okay.
Wait, but I do.
HPJ and APA are laughing.
So we'd go to the movies every Friday, me and my
Yes.
parents. But they are so foreign, so they would take me to really inappropriate movies. And one
That's
time,
the thing about having foreign parents.
they don't know anything.
don't
but then we
know.
didn't talk about it, so we went to see like erotica or something, or exotica, like something crazy. And everyone in the movie theater was so mad at them, and I was humiliated. And I just was so upset, and never a discussion about what we had just
You've
seen.
never
But
addressed it. Yeah.
one
my
time it was
God.
Dead Man Walking, and finally the ladies that work there were like, she just can't go to that one. So then I started ripping tickets at the movie theater while my parents went to movies that were inappropriate for me.
Oh, so you
So then me and this old guy,
you were working at the theater?
because we went every Friday, and it was like the $1.50 Old Rung movie
Oh,
theater.
yeah.
So everyone just kind of knew me, and it was all these old people. So then I would just sit and rip tickets until I was old enough to go to the
you get
other
paid?
theaters.
That's
No,
adorable.
not at all. And my parents were obviously against buying snacks. I hated when like the
Yeah.
click of the can would happen.
because like you
So
wanted
nice.
it so bad.
Once when I went with just my mom, we would get popcorn and stuff, but my dad would not allow us.
Yeah, parents never.
But
let us
then
get
you
it.
grow up and then you realize everything's a PR scam and it kind of loses everything.
Totally. Oh,
course
even the
it does.
snacks? What are you talking
No,
about?
I mean like the Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally
The
fake.
snacks.
Snacks.
The snacks
Of
are a
course,
PR
yeah. The
scam?
snacks are all fucking PR scam. Big popcorn's trying to get us.
No, then yeah, you realize that the Oscars are all bought and it's all bullshit.
It's an industry. It's kind of like the VMAs. It's like this exists to every year. There's going to be a moment. Like you can see, like when they announced the wrong name for the best picture at the Oscars, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I was like, nothing is normal anymore.
Yeah, I
genuinely
was
believe-
happy when that happened.
I was
it was exciting.
overjoyed. I was like, this is
Jumping
so
in a
funny.
room.
Same. And Adele Dazeem is the best moment of all
Adele,
time.
like
Oh, that's the best.
those moments are like authentic.
Adele Dazeem is nothing
Adele
funnier.
Dazeem is it doesn't lose its
Because
humor.
you know how much it hurt her heart.
I've never.
And then she had to just sing
Yeah.
something
her
inspirational.
face, the cut to her face, and the terror in her face, and the humiliation in her face was so rich. I've never been happier in my life than when he said Adele Dazeem. I know that before I die, the moment that will flash before my eyes is when
Adele
Adele Dazeem
Dazeem.
happened. It was the most happy I've ever been.
the way his head bows. Adele.
he was
Dazeem.
positive
He
that was her
bowed.
name. Positive.
He bowed.
He was positive.
Insane.
I saw her once at Ravinia. I
Idina
don't-
Menzel?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's this venue where you can't see anyone. You're like blankets with cheeses and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah.
And it was Megan Gailey, Mateo Lane, and the moment she
Idina
walked
Menzel-
out,
Oh my god.
the
What?
moment she walked out, me and Mateo grabbed each other and went, something's wrong. She sounded like shit.
Oh no.
The whole concert, she was barefoot, sounding terrible.
Barefoot in the park, was that it?
Yeah.
She did a show called that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the tour before that
Yes.
probably.
Oh.
She brought up children to sing for her that were better than her. And Mark Hamlish was conducting it and we were just making fun of him and then he died that
He-
that
Oh
week.
my god.
Marvin Hamlish passed away.
We
Yeah.
were
Right,
like,
right.
fuck that loser. And then he was dead.
And literally, Barbara Streisand did something so Barbara.
A photo of her.
When she performed at the Oscars in memory, and she's singing The Way We Were, and she goes, if we had the strength to do it all again, tell me, would we? And she goes, of course we would.
Ah.
Would we?
Barbara.
She goes, of course we would. She just
That's pretty. I love that. I love
Diva.
that. Diva.
Classic diva.
She's a classic. Yeah. But yeah, she's so cool.
Adina? Barbara?
Barbara's so cool. She's cool. Idina Menzel just has failed at every opportunity given to her. Time
But
and
she's
time again.
Still a part of three.
Oh, I'm gonna go
huge-
see that play with the billboards that are
Skin
out.
tight.
Honey, we
Yeah,
saw it.
Oh, how was
They
it?
Roundabout Theater sponsored us.
We liked
we
it.
liked it. It was good.
I can't
she's
wait.
great in it. She's got good timing. She's like
She was really good in it.
she's fantastic.
Yeah, she and there was like some
can't
really
wait.
solid man candy in it too.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
get
she was fucking Tay Diggs. I'm sure she's cool, but maybe he's just a nerd like
well,
a
they
theater.
divorced.
I know, but like I wonder I just wonder everything.
You're
about
sure
her.
she's like cool enough to like fucking
yeah,
bag Tay
or
Diggs?
does it mean Tay Diggs isn't as cool as he looks?
Maybe both.
I bet she smokes weed.
Oh yeah. I think Idina Menzel is like
Everyone smokes weed
very
now.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but I mean like I bet she gets into it.
No, she was on Watch.
I bet she loves to hang.
Whenever she's on Watch, she was on Watch What Happens Live once, and she just seemed like super down to earth and cool. Like, I think she's good people.
I mean, literally, for that to happen to you and you not die on the spot, you
Yes.
have to have a sense of humor.
You
about
get a
yourself.
fucking Purple Heart.
I don't know why I hate her. She just sounded so bad at this concert. And then she
Sure,
closed
I
on The Sun Will Come Out. She closed on that. And Mateo and Megan were like, we need to see her. So they ran up to like see her and I didn't want to. And they said they turned next to them and there was a girl hysterically crying for The Sun Will Come Out.
Drying.
The sun will come out.
Sin drying for Idina
Hysterically
Menzel.
crying.
Literally, I think that I saw her in If Then, and she did sound pretty okay. But literally, the top note was just like,
Yeah, you know what?
It didn't stray from
If
that.
you had to for 500, 600 fucking performances, hit that note defying gravity every fucking day.
I know,
You
but
sounded
I
like
s-
Cher there for a second.
I
bitch.
saw it in London, and it's just whoever I saw was better than her. Like I've just seen people be better
Sure.
than her.
Well, for Wicked?
Yeah,
you guys need to give Adina a pass.
Give her some goddamn credit.
Give her some goddamn
We're fucking killing ourselves out there on that stage.
And if you're gonna come in here, you're not our critics. We have the press for that. And if you have press credentials, then you can say that. But you're just an audience member.
Meanwhile, what the fuck? It's not like I get treated any better than you. My toilet's been broken for 2 goddamn weeks.
Somebody fix my toilet.
So I've been fucking on the phone with them, and they say they're on their way. And you know what? It's fucking ridiculous. We do share.
We do a share impression.
We're
really
working
good.
on it. You do a lot of them.
We worked on this with Mateo.
What's this body dysmorphia thing that happened at the Divas Live?
Okay.
We may not even be able to release the episode.
We might not be, guys. Real shade because the performers, some of the performers, we're not going to name names. Some of the performers at the I Don't Think So Many Divas show. Multiple performers had reservations about what they said about certain divas.
Because here's what happened. You only were there for the beginning. So, and everyone at home, if we don't get to release the episode because it's up for debate, there was some controversy.
Is it because they weren't being
No, what happened was
there were 3 rounds.
There was 3 rounds. The first round was just I Don't Think So Honey on a diva.
That they pre-selected, that they vetted, that we vetted, and we were like, yes, you can do that. That's great. So there's no overlap.
Right.
Second round was I Do Think So Honey for a diva that they love, that they worship.
That was a really good round. That was really fun because it was positive. And then we did I Don't Think So Honey Troll Bowl, and I had put like a bunch of iconic divas who like have their staunch fans in the bowl, and somebody picked Madonna, and I think he just went stream of consciousness and like kind of went in on it.
But like it was pretty amazing. But afterwards,
he won.
He won, but then afterwards he was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that being released, and we were like, okay, all right, respect.
But I literally said to him, I was like, it's up for debate because I said to him, I was like, if you don't want me to put it out, it will not be out.
But the body dysmorphia thing, what were you saying? Like,
how did she cause people to have body dysmorphia?
Oh, Cher. Okay, so this was...
No. Who did we say that about?
I just don't know. What was so bad that was said about Madonna, though?
Oh, I don't know. Mateo Lane went in on Madonna, and it was hilarious.
Like,
no, don't say it because you might not know what else to say.
The one line that I think is perfectly fine. He goes, "Your hands are from the devil."
And your hands are from the devil.
Mateo just like came up, pulled that out of his ass, and it's like gold.
He was the crowd favorite.
He was the crowd loved him.
It was so fun. It was me, Bowen, Joel, Kim Booster, Dave Holmes, Elliot Glazer, and Mateo. And after every round, I would go and I say, "Who votes for this person?" And the crowd would scream. And Mateo won 2 rounds, and you won. And
I won 1. I won for my I Do Think So Honey about Gaga.
And I came in second for that for I Do Think So Honey, Selena.
Yes, Selena
Quintanilla.
I don't know much about her. I also look at the clock and I feel like it's time to go, and I don't want to.
Okay, no, it's fine.
No, it's not time to go at all, bitch.
Oh, okay, cool, good.
Don't put chains on us.
All right, good.
I have a show to catch, so maybe it might be.
What are you fucking talking about? All of
next,
you.
like 10 minutes.
I don't have anything. My spot's not till past 11.
Okay, where are you going up tonight?
I'm going up at the Village Underground in the West Village.
Love that.
And that'll be fun. And then maybe I'll do a few errands before that, but I doubt it because I just love smoking weed.
I'm gonna say the shows I'm going to tonight.
Okay, go.
I'm going to see the Bongo Hour.
Yes.
And it is every month. It's Peter Smith and Sandy Honig and Ben Moss, and I love this show.
Yes,
I went to go see
fun.
it last month when the 3 Busy Debras hosted because Peter.
Oh right, because Peter was out of town.
Was doing Peter Pan.
Yeah.
But they're back, and I'm so excited.
Amazing.
And literally, my favorite show is also on Wednesday nights, and it's every week, and it's
Cabaret
Cabaret, which
Have
is
you done
also
that yet?
tonight.
No.
The upcoming
You
show?
must.
You have to do it. Oh, you would
Cool.
fucking kill. It's like a small cabaret space, all gays.
Catherine Cohen and Henry Kapersky.
They'd love you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, have Henry reach out.
Yeah, I started following Kat on the internet, and she's so good.
She's very good.
Went to her Joe's Pub show last night. The sleigh was existent.
That's
the
good.
sleigh was existent.
That's good.
Yeah, there's so many fun people with many different talents out and about.
How does
It's exciting to see people
tell
that
us-
are funny and are singing and dancing too.
I want to know
nice.
your other
and
talents.
dressing good. I'm a good gift giver.
Yes.
It
What goes into a good gift for you?
has to be just like super personal. I mean, I don't do time constraints, so it's like if I don't find the perfect thing for your birthday, you might have to wait a bit, and it is what it is. But it's something that's like you just see it and you know it's for the person. Or cute things. I don't know. Just I'm good at presents. Like people are usually happy and they're using it. I like to do a lot of art. So like I'll get some artist to do a drawing of your dog in a cowboy hat, like
That's great. Mateo probably does that really well.
Yeah, he's done a few.
I
don't like to bother him too much.
Yeah, he's busy. He's a busy boy.
Yeah.
But that is a skill because I fucking hate like buying gifts. It's so stressful.
Maybe it's because I have a shopping addiction. I love going out and buying stuff for people for sure.
Is there a general category that you will always like a general?
Like I like the stores that are just made to spend money on gifts.
Mm-hmm. Like
what would you buy
candles. I might go to my frame guy.
Oh.
And recently he had a cool street sale. I would buy like vintage magazines from him with cool people on the cover.
I love
that's
okay.
Fun.
So you are
like
good.
Old, because I just bought an old Vanity Fair with Madonna on the front and back cover, and that made me happy. So I was thinking that would be the thing.
Okay, so you have taste though, like not that like this was in question, but like you're bringing your own taste level to these gifts.
Yeah, like Shauna, my friend Shauna, I was visiting her in LA, and she's like, "I want the Bowie Metro cards. Can you get me one?" And then I found my frame guy did a glitter frame piece with all of them with the back part was like the backsplash. I don't know what it's called, but when the sun hits, it reflects into rainbow. And it's a glitter frame, and it was all the Metro cards. And I was like, I gotta get that. Okay, so I got her the Metro cards and a frame.
Wow. A shopping addiction.
I think with Meg, I mean, for new houses, I usually do crystals and like cool candles that are, house blessing.
Candles.
Yeah.
If anyone ever gives me a candle, it's the best day.
And anthro candles always make people
those are fucking
happy.
$200 or something.
You were gonna say
just
horny.
The giant ones are, but like the normal ones are under $50.
But some of like, God, I was reading. Do you read Strategist a lot?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, it's Strategist is like a New York Magazine vertical. It's a site where it's just about e-commerce. It's just about things to buy this person, things to buy that person. It's amazing. I love reading it. But they did a whole list of celebrities' favorite candles, and like some of these people just have. I mean, they're famous and rich, but like these candles are like $300 for like a fucking thimble. And I'm just like,
someone gave me an expensive candle recently. I don't know how much, but when you light it, it smells like a sexy guy. Like it's this like beautiful cologne. I don't know. I love it.
This is what I want to say. I didn't realize this about you, but I found this out because we were coming through customs together, and then like all the international airports, they always have like a big duty-free section, and there's tons of fragrances. You are a fragrance queen.
I love fucking fragrances.
You wanted to spend time looking at the fragrances.
Yes, honey.
I never think to do that.
Bitch,
they're not that much cheaper.
They're not that much cheaper. Like all I want right now is all these Tom Ford Oud things, and they're like fucking 2 ounces, not even 2, like 1.7, and they're $250. Isn't that insane?
I'm into the
but they smell so
now.
Fucking good. Oh, oils? You like
oils?
I
do 1111.
I'm still using my it's like a basic like Calvin Klein situation.
You gotta level up. You gotta level up your
I do gotta level up. Honestly, then I was like, ooh, I like colognes. Let's go smell. And there was a couple that I was fabulous about. I
like that.
The one thing,
I'm fabulous about that.
I like talking about my ex smells like laundry always at all times, and that's
fun. Basic
though.
That's basic.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I love good
I like
laundry
it.
smell.
I do, yeah, I like it. I like when someone's natural a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best compliment
Let's
is
just
when you're
sit
hooking
here.
up with someone and they tell you that you smell good.
And I'm like, fuck.
And I'm like, fuck me. Now that you told me I smell good, I want you to be in me.
That's how it works.
I know. I need to hook up.
But don't worry.
Same.
It's Summer of Cunt. It's still in effect.
It is Summer of Cunt.
Oh, by the way, please buy our merch. I designed a lot of it.
Yes, Bowen has designed our whole full store.
It's so exciting. Is it selling off the shelves?
It's doing okay. It's doing well. Yeah.
HPJ confirms it's doing. Yeah.
HPJ says, yeah. There's HPJ.
Do you still like baseball? Would you go to baseball games?
I would actually really like to go to a baseball
We should
game.
go to a Yankees game before the season
Yes.
ends.
Are you Yankees fans? I'm a Mets fan.
I'm
but I'll still go because
I'm a White Sox fan, but my first summer moving to New York, I did a full birthday at the Mets Stadium, and I still get ticket sale calls.
Okay,
Back
cool.
then, was it
Wow.
Shea Stadium or was it Citi Field?
No, it was just City. It was City
Citi
Field,
Field.
but it was
used to
like
be Shea Stadium,
cheap
that's why I
tickets that
asked.
included food.
Yeah.
And just went to Fenway for the first time, but
Fenway's
we do
great.
Father's Day always and Mother's Day at the ballpark. Like
Oh,
I love
nice.
baseball games.
Have you been to
Baseball
Wrigley
games
Field?
are
Yes.
wonderful.
I've been to Wrigley
You're
a
not
bunch,
you're not
but
a
I'm
Cubs person. You're a White Sox.
I'm a White Sox fan, but like I'm not. I don't know anyone's name, so it's like
Right,
I'll go to
I mean, yeah.
I'll go to Wrigley Field. I
There
don't
was a
care.
time-
It's just the food for me. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
I just
going
want
for.
to eat and drink and watch a nice game.
Truly,
Yes,
I just want to like be
outdoors.
drunk.
And their butts are fun, but I've been kicked
Butts
out
are
of a lot of
amazing.
games.
Why have you been
I
kicked
used
out?
to be wild.
What did you
Lisa,
do?
I got
so
arrested once at a White Sox game and kicked out of two
my God,
others.
Lisa,
What?
you're a-
For what?
Iconic.
Being like drunk and young
I love
and
it.
getting wild.
What does your record look like?
I have had 3 arrests, and then I had
The
to,
title of that, I have had 3 arrests. That's it. I have had 3 arrests.
and then I had to take a Greyhound back to Iowa to serve 2 days in jail.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
All for
I
being
love
young
that.
and drunk.
Yeah,
I'm
The
obsessed.
charges. Lisa's a fucking queen.
Fucking true queen.
but I always am like so thankful my parents paid for all like the lawyers and stuff. I'm like, I wonder if my life would be ruined if I
I
didn't
mean,
have.
who knows?
I mean,
I'm
literally,
watching Orange is the New Black. Have you watched this new season?
No, I haven't seen the
heard
new one.
dark.
It's a little bit more Oz than
Really?
comedy.
Seriously?
I mean, they're good at making it light at moments, but they're just like getting beat in maximum security prison
Shit.
with no end in sight.
I don't know what, like, I have a hard time watching it. Like, remember that it was the first season that they decided to go really bleak with it. Actually, you know what?
Was 4 or
it was
5?
it was after Black Lives Matter like really came to
Yeah,
the forefront,
yeah.
and they had to.
They had
because they're-
to, they had
They're
to.
making a show about largely like POC women in the prison system. Like, you have to show the realities. But that season, I think I had stopped watching the season before, and I didn't finish it because it just didn't dramatically compel me. And honestly, like, it's hard to get back into because it's so hard to watch.
Bitch, read New Jim Crow, honey, and then get back into it.
I know, bitch.
You've got
I
to swallow
know.
that. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that sad scene happened, and I'd been watching all day and night,
Oh,
and so
when
the
she-
sun was
yeah.
coming up, and at like 5 a.m. that happened, and I just bawling.
Oh God.
Yeah,
that's
no,
bleak.
that was I can't really.
This season's wild.
Our friend Alan actually is the actor that played the correction
guard.
officer, Alan Eisenberg.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
cute.
yeah,
he
yeah.
looks like a savage bro, right? Like one
he's
of the
he's like,
Fred.
he's like truly the nicest guy.
No, but like the brothers.
He looks like one of the Savage Brothers.
oh, one of the Savage Brothers. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah.
bitch, yes.
Right?
Fred
a
Savage,
little?
like a cute little.
Back in the day, I used to say I would hop on Fred Savage.
He was
but,
the most adorable little kid. I thought he was cute.
Oh,
than
not
Macaulay.
talking about that. I'm talking about when he got older, when he had the mole in Austin Powers. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I would
yeah.
hop on.
He's cute.
Who are your number 1 fuck crushes right now?
Right now.
now?
Oh, that's tough.
I'm basic.
Yeah, Matt's gonna say a white guy.
I am though. Shawn Mendes. Oh, not really.
Oh, not really. Okay, that's good.
Yay!
Oh god, Matt's woke.
I'm permissible.
Oh god, I don't have one right now. I don't really have a celeb crush.
Actually, you know who I like? Pretty much always want to fuck, but I like rediscovered recently is Sean William Scott.
Oh yeah, who?
And I don't
there's
know
tea.
if I
We-
want to.
we can't say it. We can't say
this, but I recently he came to mind for good reason.
For good reason, and he was a sex symbol back in the Britney era.
Remember?
For me, like number 1 was Sean William Scott, hottest dude.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's something about Stifler being like the emblem
So
of toxic
hot.
masculinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, just I
Like,
don't know.
the tortured, abused boys in us are like, we want a Stifler,
I know,
man.
I
We want
know.
to fuck a Stifler so bad.
It
Yeah, I
sucks.
watch bad porn because I do a lot of material about porn, and I've been researching and like the baddest porn that's
Yeah.
meanest. Most women watch it. It's the most viewed by
Fuck.
women. So all like the rough ass gangbangs, and you're like, they don't care about women. It's like women are watching the gangbangs.
Whenever I watch straight porn, I am always it's always like rough. I don't know. I hate it. I hate
Damn,
it. I
you
hate it.
guys. Ugh.
Come on, Bowen.
You
are obsessed with being woke. You're obsessed with your woke image. Now come forth and say that you watch really bad anal straight porn. Come forward and say you watch it.
I don't. I truly don't.
What porn do you watch?
Um.
Get into it and be very real.
Lately, I've been like, I'm researching and I'm fascinated by like group stuff and like three and up. I'm just like,
Okay.
what are the politics at play? There's so much going on. There's like, okay, how are these permutations happening? Why? how is the person being left out feeling? There's so much going on.
I've had
It's
one foursome.
so fascinating.
Really? I've never
How was
done
it? How
I've
was
never
it?
done anything.
It was the
more
best
than
thing in
2.
my life.
Really?
I'm chasing that again, and it will never. I don't know. It's because then I had a threesome, and it was bad.
But 4 was the perfect number.
Well, I would have another threesome, but the foursome was like I do a joke about this, but legit, they were in the front row of a comedy show, and the guy was so hot that I walked on stage. I'm like, "You're fucking hot!" Like I don't know how I'm gonna do my set. And then after the show, he came up to me, and I was like, "I'll be at this bar." It was at Caroline, so I was like, "Come meet me at Lily's."
Oh my God.
And so we met, and then there was like a girl and 2 guys, and then after we all had a drink, they were like, "Listen,
Wow.
we're not together. We're actually all here from out of town. We have a hotel room with Coke and Molly, and we would love for you to come." And I was like, "All right."
Holy
That's
fucking
incredible.
Shit. Have you ever had group sex?
Oh God.
But the politics were nice. 'Cause
What do you mean, oh, God?
Oh, that means yes.
Recently, and my fucking sister's gonna listen to
Who
this.
cares? Yang, grow up.
These people on these people on Grindr are like, hey, we have this like monthly like meetup of like all Asian dudes, and I was like, great, that's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
It was like the most pathetic thing I've ever been a part of.
Well, that's to be continued.
It was-
That might be a whole Patreon.
Wow.
It was
episode.
no okay.
Fuck.
This is all you need to know. I walk in and everyone's clothed, and everyone's clothed and they're in their underwear and they're sitting there, and then there's like one. It was like a fucking. It was like a camp icebreaker where this one guy's like, "Hey, so all right, so what we're doing is you're new, so you got to say what your name is, what you're into, what your name is." How old you are and what you're into, and I was like, okay.
Fuck that.
I was like, okay.
You had to look around for the cameras at that point.
A little bit. I was like, the fuck is this?
What is
this
this?
like a social experiment? And so it was dumb. It was dumb. And I like for many moments, like I only stayed there for like 20-ish minutes, and I just like put on my clothes on and put my clothes on. The
nothing
left.
happened.
Stuff happened, but then I was just like
Little tug, little pull.
but I felt like neglected. I was like, oh, no one's really doing it. Like no one's paying attention. And I was like, oh, this is so interesting. And I have to like look into this.
Wow.
I have to like look into case studies. And I was just like, okay, I have to go.
I've only had sex with one other person, and I've been in love every time.
And it's sacred. And sex is sacred.
I've had sex with hundreds of people, and every single one of them I've been in love with.
Sex
and
is
I just want to
sacred.
say sex is sacred, and so is
sex
masturbation.
is what?
Sacred.
You think sex
Oh, I'm
is
sorry,
what?
I was confused.
Okay, all right. We have to do I Don't Think So, honey.
We have to because
Yeah.
Bowen
Great.
has a hot date, TBH.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah, I forgot.
Well, it's show and then a date.
Show and then a date, hon.
Wow.
Okay, so what show are you seeing tonight?
I'm doing this caveat show called Unteachables.
Okay. Oh, yes, I like Unteachables.
Yeah.
Another plug.
Okay,
I
do you
can
have
go
something?
first.
Great. This
Yeah.
is Matt Rogers' I Don't Think So, honey. His time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. Flakes.
Oh.
Here's the fucking deal. Here's the cute human being thing to do, guys. If you make explicit plans with someone, show up because I'm going to show up. And guess what I am? A human being who could have done something else with my night. Also, I don't think so, honey flakes. When you flake a second time on top of a flake, then imagine the audacity of flaking out 3, maybe 4 times.
30 seconds.
This is like one of the worst things you can be, is someone who is not reliable.
God. Oh my
how
God.
embarrassing for you, and how I don't think so, honey, worthy to be known for the fact that you cannot be relied on.
15 seconds.
I pray for you. I pray. Flakes, there's a reason that you're named after something that fucking sucks, which is
5
Frosted
seconds.
Flakes, another cereal I don't like. And Flakes on dandruff, bitch. You are that.
And that's 1 minute. That was a very slow burn. That
And
was,
you know I never am slow and controlled.
That was a
I'm always
controlled-
fast and loopy-doppy.
Loopy doppy, fast and loopy doppy. Wow. Flake
feeling,
suck.
Feeling cuckoo Lulu, as Catherine Cohen might
Kukululu.
say.
Have you been flaked by this guy for multiple times?
Oh, honey.
Oh,
Is this someone I know?
Yeah.
Romantically?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking
This isn't
about.
just flakes, but you know what I hate on top of that, but I don't want it to be I don't think so, honey, is like let's stop texting and come hang out with me.
Yeah.
Like I have this crush. Why we're new? Like why?
Damn,
why do
you're
we
right.
keep
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
texting for weeks?
There's
Let's
something
come
wrong.
over.
There's something wrong with us at large because
Come over.
we don't
Totally,
say what we want.
totally.
We do not say what we want.
We don't.
I've been on dates recently, and I'm just gonna be like, I just kind of want to ask this guy to come over, but like I have to get so drunk to get there.
And I have to have a full fucking douche. Like my hole needs to be squeaky clean.
Why don't you just invite someone over and then not have sex with them? Rub dicks. Or
I've done that. But I just every now and then I'm like, I want to have sex. I want to.
Well, it's wonderful.
Okay, anyway.
That is on you.
Okay, we gotta go.
Okay, this is Bo and Yang's I Don't Think So Honey, and his time starts now.
I don't think so many people who knock on the bathroom door of a public restroom, bitch. I'm inside my fucking, speaking of my hole being squeaky clean, it is a fucking, you gotta dredge that shit out now because I'm having the most erratic shits. One day it's solid little dibs. The other day, and then today it was green and all liquid, and I can't. Lisa's disgusted.
Same, to be honest.
No, nothing. I'm sorry. And it's just, I have to. It's an emotional roller coaster every time I walk into
30 seconds.
any toilet, much less a public one where I am at my most vulnerable. And for you to break that, just encroach on that peaceful time in my life that I'm trying to like make sacred for
15
myself.
seconds.
Taking a shit is sacred.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, I think I got confused.
Okay.
But if you knock on the door, something is wrong with you. The door is locked.
seconds.
Take a fucking hint. Don't knock on the door. Don't rush me.
Okay.
Unless you're spending a lot of time in the toilet, in which case I have
That's
to
No,
knock.
one
my
minute.
thing is
When they don't knock.
When they do knock, sorry.
I just don't trust that they're not just sitting on their phones. And if you're sitting on your phone, I need to pee.
Fine. But
Well-
I'm shitting there. And I know that there's people waiting. If it's a Starbucks, then definitely I will try to get out of there ASAP.
But how dumb would you feel as someone online who just saw a closed public restroom door and just stood there waiting, and then like someone was like, "Is there someone in there?" And you open the door and there's no one there.
Rarely happens, hun. That's
No,
why you
because we knock.
you don't have to knock first. First, you just turn the fucking doorknob, and if that's locked, then you don't have to. And then that's the end of the road. And then the person inside hears that you've sort of jiggled the knob, and that's all they need to know.
I think this is all rooted in the fact that you're having bad shit.
I'm having such bad shit.
I think your brain is crazy right now because your shit is wild.
Yeah, that's probably it. My brain is crazy because my shit is wild.
You know my situation is very similar.
Okay, Lisa, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
This is Liza Treyger's
Oh, gosh.
I Don't Think So Honey, and her time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. Comics that fight for that think PC culture is ruining everything, but then
Yes.
we can't make fun of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sick of all these people that are like, let us say faggot, but then hate Hannah Gadsby special. And it's like,
Wow.
why can't she say what she wants? You're fighting for your right to say awful shit about anyone. And then whenever anyone says anything about white men, you have meltdowns.
Yep.
She was treated awful at the show I hosted. Someone went up after her and was like, I hated that. I'm just a white guy and we're unique.
30.
She got heckled at her gala.
Fuck.
Multiple times. These dudes they stalked the guy at Netflix being like, why would you give her a special? They're wilding out. And then they're
Jesus.
fighting for like Chappelle to be able to say tranny, but not for a woman to just talk about her experience.
15
And then
seconds.
they say it's not comedy and it's annoying. And it's like, you're just not funny enough. You're not edgy. You're not playing devil's advocate. You're the status quo. You're saying the things that people have been
5
saying for
seconds.
50 years. And it's annoying. It's not PC culture. You're not good enough and you're boring.
And that's 1 minute, and you are fucking dead on.
Sorry I said all the bad words in the...
No.
who fucking cares?
That's not the point. This is the thing. This is why everyone at JFL was fucking, all these fucking dipshits were freaking out over Hannah Gadsby. It was because it's a woman that they look at and they're like, I can't fuck that. Oh, but why is she successful?
Yeah, they don't have a problem with Eliza.
They
Talking
also
about like
don't have a problem with all these dudes not being funny.
Yeah. I mean,
literally.
God.
Why can't you just move on?
Also-
The point, you
you
said
are
this.
not.
You're proving if you're saying
yes.
nothing Hannah Gadsby's ever said is funny, that's not funny,
Yeah,
dude.
hilarious joke. Why are you spending your time then on this like statement if your problem is the fact that in your eyes she's spending time talking about her reality? What you're doing right now is you're taking space to talk about your quote unquote oppression, which is A, fake, and B, not a joke. So where is your point? Shut the fuck up.
It's not
also,
funny.
You are like anyone who thinks they are the gatekeeper of comedy. Go fuck yourself.
L-O fucking L.
Yeah, and everyone yesterday retweeting Leslie Jones of like, yeah, we should be able to say whatever we
I
want.
was
And it's
like,
like,
no.
why doesn't she have those rights either?
Exactly.
Why are you spending your time shutting her down, but you just want to scream at people and say awful things, and then you get mad when people talk about white men and you don't want to be grouped in, but you want to do jokes about, I don't know.
I mean-
I'm not gay, but if I was,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
do that.
And you still see it so much.
Although, but these men are just proving Hannah's point in the end, where her whole point is like, white men like just like commandeer every fucking thing, and then for them to like react this way is even like whatever. Even like these other people in the world. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? This guy who's defending Southern Mama. on social media.
Oh, I
No.
haven't seen that
Oh,
shit.
Is it
okay.
a comic we know?
Yes, it's crazy to me.
You've got to check this gatekeeper thing. No one owns art. This is an art form, and you want to stand up there, and you stand up there, and you get a reaction the way that you can, and you're just jealous, dude.
I don't know.
You're just jealous, and
You
a
can't
sexist.
deny, like, if it's this successful, that means people
Like it.
reacted to
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
it's like, what? Move on.
Move on. Wow. We're ending on a fiery fucking note. I love it.
Well, come on. This is not the
No,
time.
I was
It's not the
rageful.
time. No,
I was rageful
no,
after I
loved
left.
Oh yeah, after the show.
After I left JF, I was just like annoyed with
Yeah.
because someone was like, I think it's just traditionalists, and I'm like, no, these are fucking hateful bigots.
Yes.
I'm like,
and
I
you
don't.
can't give them space. You can't.
Traditionalists.
The thing you
Traditionalist, my
can't do
ass.
is hear these people. You cannot hear these people out or give them space. You can't be like, well, we need to listen to all perspectives. No, if you tolerate intolerance, intolerance wins.
Literally, the last thing I want to say is when you looked like that Variety show, the comics to watch. It's so crazy to me because he did this thing that was like, he obviously was the one like of the people, whatever. Also, Taylor Tomlinson was on that show doing
Fantastic.
but also doing classic stand-up comedy. You know what I mean? If you want to just go up there and tell jokes, that's how you do it. You just didn't have any jokes.
You just didn't you're not at that level.
Like, not
yeah.
everyone is fucking alternative or whatever. There's a lot of really amazing stand-up comics right now.
That was a show where all of that coexisted beautifully.
And exactly until that last moment. And it was such garbage.
It's fucking sucked.
Glad he went last. Pretty cinematic though.
Truly, it was.
Truly.
It was.
Glad no one had to follow him.
We
you
said
know?
this to
my God,
we
would've
said
been
this to
impossible.
Dulce. We were like, it was a thrill to just watch anyone bomb like that hard at all. I've never seen something like that happen. Anyway, oh my God. Well, we had a true legend with us tonight.
This is,
So
and also
fun.
literally, I looked at her at the pool and I'm like, why the fuck hasn't Liza? hasn't Liza been on?
that's
Well,
when we
you
booked
know,
you.
well, because so the first time I was booked to, I don't think so, honey. I had to cancel, and I thought you guys were
Famously.
mad at me the
No,
whole
no.
time, and
Who
that's why I
cares?
wasn't at the podcast. So I never
Literally
messaged about
dozens
it.
of people have to do it. Like people do, like 10, 12 people do it every
It's been
single
killing
show.
me.
No.
This is one of the funniest people in the world. I truly think that if you don't go see her at Lincoln Lodge in late August
24th and 25th.
24th and 25th in Chicago, I really think you're really fucking stupid.
You're fucking
I
stupid.
don't respect you if you don't go see her show. And I'm sorry, that's my truth. And that is, I'm the gatekeeper.
And we are the gatekeepers of this.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we love you, Liza. Let's end on a quick little ditty.
Go ahead.
Who
Do you think you are barging in on me and my guitar? For the rest of that song, get the Rent soundtrack.
Ooh.
Bye.
Bye.
Forever. Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter and Instagram.